Welcome to today's episode of Erongo Talk. My name is Adolf Kaure and I will be your host for today. Today we find ourselves at the Kornblum and Co. Eastern Concepts area in the industrial area of Swakopmund. Specifically, we will also be in the Two Beards Swakopmund rosters. Today's show has a very interesting lineup as we'll bring you the news, the tides and the weather, as well as a very interesting interview with a local gymnast by the name of Joy Kabooy. So don't move an inch, we'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
Hi, I'm Tamaran.
Please keep on watching Erongo Talk.
I now bring you today's news. Thank you very much. Alright, we have several news stories that are making headlines in today's news, and all these stories can be found on our website on www.erongo.com.na. In our first story, we have a patrol that took place on Tuesday in Walvis Bay, which included the Erongo Regional Governor, Leandrea, and he joined local law enforcement officers on this patrol. Walvis Bay Urban Constituency Councillor Knowledge Ipinge, as well as the Rural Constituency Councillor John Nangolo, also joined the governor on this excursion. So very interesting development here, which started in the Central Business District of Walvis Bay and proceeded to Naravo as well as Swakopmund. So Walvis Bay, as we know, has been put back to stage 1 of the lockdown, and this will be the last day of this lockdown according to reports. So when they have recorded, this was due to several positive cases that they also recorded due to in the community. So as we know, case number 21 was a truck driver who visited a local bank and was in contact with his colleagues, while case number 22 was a fisherman who had contacted a private doctor and visited a local pharmacy. So speaking at this specific patrol, that was now before the patrol commenced, Andre, although he expressed his satisfaction on the behavior of the law enforcement officials, he said that the attitude has to obviously improve. So he was quoted as saying, "I am pleased with the behavior towards the public during the patrols. I would like to see law enforcement officials still present during the remaining couple of days left in the lockdown." So he said this on Tuesday, and he also added that there is a lot more that can be done to make sure that the behavior of the public continues to be really good. So although the public is adhering to the directive to wear masks while in public, people are still gathering in public, in large groups in public, and not applying to social distancing. So that was the first story for the news today. And the second story also involves the governor of the Erongo region. And as we know, we have Anti-Corruption Commission has a meeting or news briefing with the governor on a yearly basis. So this used to take place with the former governor, Cleophas Muchavikwa, and it's a good thing to see the new governor has also taken up this initiative and to join the media on just talking about corruption and so on. So Leandrea, at this meeting that took place yesterday, said that instruments and institutions for integrity, transparency and accountability are put to the test when it comes to ensuring that the resources earmarked for activities under COVID-19 are spent for their intended purposes. So that is what he said. So it's very interesting to see that he's very concerned how people spend the money that is donated for COVID-19 and so on. So the direct quote that we got from him is that he said that otherwise we will have a situation where our communities and the poor will be deprived of receiving the required support in terms of water provision, food distribution, sanitizers, masks, gloves, personal protective equipment, oxygen, ventilators, and much more needed in terms of medical equipment and supplies. So that was what Leandrea said yesterday. So the governor also pleaded with those involved with the procurement aspect not to entertain nepotism, price fixing, and self-interest. As we know, sometimes people who are involved in giving also, there's a lot of corruption involved in giving as well. So he was quoted as saying, all budgeted money should go for the intended purposes and not end up in individuals' pockets, whilst the work on the ground is incomplete or of substandard quality, because our people should not be deprived of the much needed development that they need. It's a very interesting story that you can also catch on our website on www.erongo.com.na. So in another story that has been making headlines, story here of FB du Toit, written by one of our colleagues, Iréne-Mari from the Walt. The headline is Steps Against the Dread News Distributor, so the gossip's tongue will be knotted. So we took our time to speak to the FB du Toit's CEO, Stephen Blanche, and he squashed rumors also that were spreading around certain of the truck of people that tested positive and so on. And the story goes as follows. After confirming that a truck driver tested positive for COVID-19, rumors about the health status of all drivers working at FB du Toit spread like wildfire on social media. So the false rumors were as follows, that all truck drivers tested positive for COVID-19. And this is really amazing how these fake news really spreads very fast, especially on WhatsApp and so on. So according to Blanche, millions of Namibian dollars worth of damage was done to the FB du Toit group of companies. So he was quoted as saying, we now find that large companies and loyal customers doubt whether they can trust and use our services because of these rumors. So really something we need to really be careful about, these rumors that we see on social media, WhatsApp. Don't forward it if you know that it's not really from a credible source. Don't forward it, don't entertain it. Blanche also added that the rumor was also affecting his employees negatively, and he said our drivers are avoided, they are treated out like lepers by people. They come into contact and with border posts and businesses where they have to deliver. So really unfortunate here. But the good news or the good spin on this, we had a story in today's Republican that also told us that the person that spread these rumors received a fine of $2,000. So justice was indeed done, and the law did take its course at the end of the day. So they always say there is for everything that you do, there is a consequence. So watch out when you spread these rumors. The law will deal with you. So in our fourth story, on a very lighter note, the Erongo desalination plant celebrated its 10th year anniversary. So they reached their 10th milestone as they have been operating since 2010. And as we know, Erongo desalination plant distributes water to the entire Erongo region. And really good story here with the managing director of Orano Mining. As we know, Erongo desalination plant falls under Orano Mining, Namibia, which used to be Arriva. And so the managing director of Orano Mining, Namibia, was very pleased because for the duration of these 10 years, Tommy Hua said it is an inspirational achievement to reach a milestone of 10 years being LTI free. So this is now lost time injury. They have received no lost time injuries, no injuries at all for the employees while they were making sure that desalinated water reaches the Erongo region. So very positive development right there, and congratulations for Erongo desalination plant for their 10th year anniversary for reaching this milestone. So that was the news for today. Keep on watching. We'll bring you an interview with Joy Kabooy right after this break.
we're chatting today to Joy Kabooy, who is a gymnast here in Walvis Bay, and she recently competed in the African Championships in Egypt. And Joy, just tell us about the experience. How was it?
I was very nervous, but it was a wonderful experience. But luckily, I had people like Uncle Neville and the governor guiding me and assuring me that I can do this.
And then, was this your first big competition?
Yes.
And what medals did you get?
I got the third place for team medal,
And how old are you now, Joy?
13 years old.
So what are your plans with your gymnastics 5, 6, 10 years from now?
I'm working hard and determining to go to the Junior Olympics in 2022.
Yes, that's the way to go. And now we also have the governor here. Now, Governor Neville Andre has been involved in Joy's career as a gymnast. Can you just tell us a bit about that, Governor?
Yes, I was actually, as you may know, I'm the deputy president of the Federation of the Gymnastics in Namibia, and I've seen when I was actually visiting the gym
Yes.
of Walvis Bay, I saw Joy taking place in the practice and so on, and I saw really
The potential.
that she has and the strength that she has provided or shown during her practice time. And then I thought these talents, some of the talents you really need to nurture and take care of, and so I decided to really help and advise and ensure that at least if there's opportunity for her to go out, the world needs to see how strong Namibia and what talent we can produce as a country and as Walvis Bay. So I have been sort of in touch with the mother and the coach also to ensure that at least she is given that opportunity nationally,
Yes.
and also internationally.
Yes.
I have very big confidence in her, and I see her that she can go further, and she just needs to get more support from and the coach also is a well-acclaimed coach.
Yes.
So she has a very good support structure and team behind her, and she also herself, she's a strong lady that we can see that she can move higher and higher. Our support will always be there for her. We want her to go higher and also compete at more international, and make us proud.
Yes, definitely.
As a region.
Yes, definitely.
As a country and also as a region in particular, to make us proud. And I can see that she can make us proud.
That's right. Thank you, Governor. And now, Coach Rumi Kosten, you must be so proud of her. Can you just tell us, where did it all start with her? When did you start coaching her? Many years.
I'm very happy with many. I don't remember how long ago, but I know she did level 1, she won the trophy, and then immediately jumped to level 4.
Wow.
After level 4, level 6, level 8, and pre-junior, that may be 5 years ago. It's
Quite a journey.
very nice, yes, but it's a national level. And that was her first big competition. She is 13 years old. The gymnasts for junior age are 13, 14 and 15.
Yes.
That she was one of the youngest there.
Wow.
We really wanted to go and to get this experience because it's a different experience what you have in Namibia, in small country,
Yes.
not too many gymnasts. South Africa, also with South Africa, we can have nice competition, but that was my aim to take her there, that she can see and she can be much more motivated now. I want to use the opportunity to explain that the way everything happened to her was very interesting. We get support from many people, and that makes us very responsible. We want to take everybody, and Neville, like part of the Namibian Gymnastics Federation, and the municipality, and the manager of the whole Dumpy, the Walvis Bay Gymnastic Club supported also with money for apparatus, for Leotard. We also work extra hours when was possible, and it's a very nice feeling to come after that then achieve something, and now we are looking forward.
I can only imagine. No, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Good morning, Leandrea.
Good morning, Otis.
Yes, you are my esteemed colleague, and we are taking things personal today.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, tell me, man. We are in stage 1 with 1 day to go. What's your observation?
Okay, so basically, hopefully today is the last day that we're on lockdown in Walvis Bay, pending any announcements from the president. So please keep that in mind. So basically, it's been 7 days since we've been on lockdown again here in Walvis Bay, and I must say there's been a lot of movement. But what I must say that contributed to this is that a lot of the businesses are open. Compared to when we were first on lockdown in April and May, a lot of the businesses were closed. But since we moved to stage 2, a lot of the businesses could apply for permits to operate as essential services. So that is the one thing that I've noticed, that numerous businesses are actually open, which contributes to the movement of the people here in Walvis Bay.
Leandrea, how have you coped with this lockdown?
Sure, I'm still coping. I'm still coping, but yeah, we managed. It's just a thing of take care of yourself, wear your mask, listen to the regulations, because that's the most important. The government isn't doing this to punish us. The police isn't checking up on us to punish us. This is for our own safety, and this is for our own protection at the end of the day.
Yes, and then how did this lockdown impact your family?
Sure. They've been cooped up at home, and the majority, the biggest contributor of the lockdown is the finances. So finances are taking a hard hit when it comes to this lockdown, and I know a lot of people are in the same boat as I am.
Thank you so much, Leandrea.
It's a pleasure, Otis.
Good morning, Iréne-Mari van der Walt.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing very well. Yes, tell me, how have you found the lockdown since it has been shifted from stage 2 to stage 3 here in Swakopmund?
I think first and foremost, for me as a journalist, stage 1 and stage 2 were quite stressful, having to document the effect it had on every person, or, every group of people, every facet of our environment, samenlewing would be the Afrikaans word. I think it was quite stressful to have to document all of that and to constantly, something new happens. It was never, okay, I'm planning my day. There was always something new popping up and always something that you had to attend to right now. And that was quite stressful. So I think we're a lot more relaxed now. I think people are realizing, that this is going to end. This is just another tribulation that mankind is going through, and this does end, and there will be a day where we can hug freely, and where we can be Namibians again. Namibians are known as very loving people, and it's nice to have to, or to be able to let that go and realize that this does end. I think in stage 1 we sort of lack the foresight to know that this will come to an end and this too will run its course. So it's a lot more relaxing now to know that we will go back to normal eventually.
Right, thank you very much. I now bring you today's weather forecast as well as the tides, starting with the tides for all the 3 coastal towns in the Erongo region. So the tides are pretty similar for the towns of Walvis Bay, Walvis Bay as well as Swakopmund. So this morning we experienced a high tide at 10 past 2 in the morning, and we will also experience another high tide at 20 minutes to 3. And earlier this morning we experienced a low tide at 20 minutes past 6 in the morning, and we will experience another low tide that is at 8:30 in the evening. Now it is time for the weather forecast for all the towns in the Erongo region, starting with Arandas. Arandas will have maximum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius, and will also have a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. The wind direction in this town will be a northerly wind. And today, temperature for Walvis Bay will be at 24 degrees Celsius. Pretty warm, not too bad. And we will also have tomorrow that the minimum temperature will be 15 degrees Celsius, as well as a slightly cooler 23 degrees Celsius maximum temperature. The wind will blow from a southerly direction. And moving further inland, Karibib will have a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius. That is today, with a northwest wind direction. And tomorrow they will have a very, very cool 11 degrees Celsius minimum, as well as 29 degrees maximum temperature, with a wind direction of a northeasterly wind. Omaruru today will have a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius with a northerly wind direction, and even cooler minimum tomorrow of 8 degrees Celsius with a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. It's going to be an easterly wind flow from there. Coming closer this side, specifically where I am in Swakopmund, we have a maximum of 23 degrees today with a wind direction of south-southwesterly, and tomorrow we'll have a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius, with the wind staying very similar with a west-southwesterly flow. Usakos today will experience a 31 degrees Celsius maximum, so very hot that side, with a northeasterly wind flow. And tomorrow the wind will be prevailing from the east with a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. And moving to the harbor town of Walvis Bay, we have they'll have a 26 degrees Celsius maximum today with a south-southwesterly wind flow or wind direction, and tomorrow the maximum will remain similar but slightly cooler with a 24 degrees Celsius maximum and a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius, with the wind changing slightly to a northwesterly direction. So that was the news, weather and the tides news for today. Keep watching, stay tuned to Erongo Talk, our community, your news. That brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. And don't forget that we are only one click away on all our social media platforms, and that includes Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. And for all the corporates out there, our Facebook has over 44,000 followers. So it's really a great opportunity for your business to be out there as well. And our website is also full of news, so you can also go check that one out. It is www.erongo.com.na. Do also leave all your news tips as well as video clips on our WhatsApp number. That is 0811 700 40. I repeat, 0811 700 40. And also, let's adhere to all the lockdown measures that have been put in place. So do sanitize, do wash your hands, do wear your face masks as well as your gloves, and also keep a social distance as well. So thank you for being awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and do catch us again tomorrow for another episode of Erongo Talk. It is our community, your news.